Hello, folks, and welcome back to the 2022 Australian Disc Golf Championships. We are here for the back nine of round two. We are in Queensland, Australia, and as always, a big shout out to our sponsors, Lone Star Discs, and this coverage is brought to you by Gatekeeper Media. My name's Nick Hanson, and alongside me is Patty Robinson. Patty, how you doing today?
Very well, mate. Very well. Keen to watch some more disc golf down under.
Yeah, we've had some great showings so far and excited to get into this back nine. Look at our card here as we have Drew at 4 under on the round, Chris at 5 under on the round, Dylan at 1 under. And here's a look at our leaderboard. Blake was also on our card and he's also at 1 under currently going into the back nine.
Yeah. Luke Bain making a bit of a push from the chase card as well. Tied with Chris at 14 under after the first nine. Yeah, so hole 10, par 3, 133 metres, 36 feet. Big hyzer bomb for your righty backhands. A little bit of trouble on the right-hand side, or if you go too straight, there's some OB there. And Chris telling that disc to get left.
Yeah, immediately asking that disc to get left, but I think he's going to be in a spot to possibly get his birdie there with what looks like a circle 2 putt.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny off the tee here. You had to keep that branch straight off the tee. You had to keep the disc reasonably low. You couldn't really open up as much, but yeah, these guys are navigating it well.
Yeah, I feel like it's if you can just keep the disc on hyzer like we just saw Blake did and get that skip at the very end and find yourself in straight circle like that. He might even be close to bullseye.
Dylan looking a little bit awkward on the tee there, but I reckon he's just outside circle 1.
Yeah, he did look a little bit. I would agree with that.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Little
getting a jumper there.
Spinny jump putt. Oh, look at that thing.
Just the perfect amount of speed and spin to land perfectly in those chains. Great putt, Drew.
Yeah. We're going to get a smile from Drew, maybe? Yeah. Oh, Chris.
Oh. I just love how lively he is.
Oh. He's a lot of fun to play with.
And you can see the frustration on Dylan there as he wanted that one.
Yeah, I think after that hole 9 with the double bogey, I think he definitely wanted that one. Giving the disc a thumbs up. It doesn't get much more Australian than that. Like,
oh, man.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thanks for going in the basket. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hole 11, par 4. Definitely a technical par 4, 2-shot. You want to try and get to this gate to give yourself a nice look up the hill to the pin. You don't want to go long. There's a bit of OB behind the basket. There's also OB to the right side of the gate that we saw. So a real placement shot this.
Yeah, so Drew is throwing well short of the gate, as you can see there. I feel like that is a conservative, smart shot to throw, as most all of these players, if they get out to the left a little bit, they have the power and the ability to get up that hill.
Nice position placement from Blake there. Great birdie on that hole before too from him. Chris doing the same.
Dylan up here, see if we can bounce back and get another birdie.
I know it doesn't look too technical off the tee here, but if you go like 1 meter to the left too far, you get pinched off very quickly. So placement is everything.
And Drew shaping a shot up that hill. He's going to be about circle's edge for his birdie. Yeah, I agree. I think I would rather be shorter and right, so I'm playing the flex, than being long and left.
Yeah.
because then you're either pinched off or you have a very, very tight hyzer flip shot you need to throw.
Blake just a little bit short there, but it was a great looking line. Chili looks like he's corrected a bit.
Yeah, he's going to really like that spot up on top of the basket for birdie.
Yeah. Now I think Dylan, as I was sort of saying there, he's a little bit too far left.
Yep.
Well,
and you can see it too there. And that is a smash of a drive. And wow.
far out. That is a huge throw.
Yeah. It was hard to tell from that camera angle, but that tree
Yeah.
on the right that he went around is very, very large.
It's so high. Oh, he'd be disappointed in that. And he is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate to have such a good second shot and then throw a putt like that. Drew here continuing his trend of birdies, though, and that's going to be 4 in a row, I think, for him now.
Yeah. Very smooth. Yeah, there's quite a few holes here where you can't really get the idea of, or it didn't allow the really big distance throwers to sort of showcase a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of the par 4s that were distance shots were very much a shorter shot followed by a medium shot or vice versa, I would say.
Yeah. Now, first par 5, well, only par 5 I think, hole 12, 800 feet, 246 meters. There's a big fence that runs all the way down the right hand side that's OB. There is a Mando on the left hand side, basically forcing the player down this line that Drew's just thrown.
He's going to get up there quite a ways. I would say this is probably the first hole that you really can throw as hard as you want. But it still has to be very straight, as you can see, a tight path here.
Yeah. Some might be looking at the distance here and feel like it's a little bit short for a par 5. It is an eagleable par 5 for the bigger arms. Blake showcasing a bit of that there. That's a great drive, mate.
Yeah, he's put himself in position to possibly get that eagle. Dylan up next here. Overturned it just a little bit there. Oh, and unfortunately, he's going to find the out of bounds on that right-hand side.
Yeah, Dylan just finding a couple of little woes on the course at the moment. Hopefully he can start to turn it around a bit. Chris just going for placement there.
Drew smashing one.
Ooh.
Getting a little bit of a tree kick there at the end. I don't know if he would have fully got up there, but it was probably within about 150 from the basket.
Oh, I'm sure that's not how Dylan lined that up. I think that's in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough lie from over there. Blake playing that right side, which looks about perfectly, and look at that.
Look at this
Oh
thing.
my goodness.
Just a little
It just
ring around
circled the basket. Wow. What a shot out of the young mate.
Yeah. Just settle down, young fella. Oh.
Dylan unfortunately struggling here on the par 5.
Chili just ants in his pants. Love it. That's a great upshot.
He does have ants in his pants.
Dylan with that socky bomb slammer again. Left a little short, but he'll have a putt. I reckon he just wants to get off this hole, to be honest.
Here's Drew's third shot. He's going to be laying it up there perfectly to tap in his birdie.
Oh, good putt.
It's a very good putt for bogey.
Yeah.
It's not really the putt you want to be making for bogey, but to make that 35 footer or so to save your bogey is something you should hold high and take it in the next hole, and hopefully take it as a momentum towards the under.
Chili, little fist bump for his birdie, and then in comes Blake with his drop in eagle. Fantastic.
That's got to be the closest eagle on the weekend.
Just a quick shout out to Austin de Alessandro, who also eagled hole 12. There were only 2 eagles on the day, so well done to him. Hole 13, par 3, 96 meters. Huge elevation on this. You'll see a lot of the guys just going a forehand drive.
Blake, fortunately, going to catch that tree on the right side, knock him down, keep him in bounds, as the players are starting from out of bounds on this tee shot here.
Drew's looking smooth. Oh. Great checkup.
Yeah, there's that sticky grass we were talking about that you see out here a lot. Not a ton of skip in your disc usually.
Yeah, comes in handy on this hole, that's for sure.
Dylan also going with the forehand.
Now this is that Chris Clemens culprit, actually. He's been loving that disc. Ooh, just a little left.
There we go, Dylan.
Maybe a little bit of extra heat on that putt, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree there, but it's good to get your birdie and get back going in the right direction.
That's the thing in disc golf, isn't it? It's all about the next hole.
Next hole, next shot. You gotta focus on it. Yeah. Chris just a little soft on that putt there, giving it right to the rim, not getting it through the bucket. That's one of those things I always tell myself when I have a birdie putt is I'm usually telling myself putt through it, not to it.
Yeah, I like that. All right, hole 14, par 4, 167 meters, 550 feet. There's a Mando tree on the left here with that arrow. There's OB fence on the right hand side, and we've got this like pool that you can kind of see with another fence line in the middle of the hole that is also OB as well.
So you were saying Blake is one of the young rippers out there. Is this a hole you think he might go for over top?
Yeah, look, I was able to play a little bit in practice with him, and yeah, a lot of these guys were going for this line that Dylan's thrown here, like hard, straight, try and crush through and get up on the dance floor. But I did see him throwing a bit of a big flex line as well, which is not in my wheelhouse, but yeah.
I think he chose the smart play there. He has the power to get there, but he also is very easily can get up and down, I think, for his birdie if he just plays it smart with that hyzer. Chris leaving his quite a bit left there, it looked like.
Yeah, again with that ultimate forehand.
Yeah, and it's going to cause him to just have to actually pitch around that Mando you were talking about. So hopefully he can get up and down for his par from there.
Yeah, that's the only risk with that forehand play, is that if you are too far left, you get pinched off quite quickly. So Very smooth from Drew there. He's flirting with that OB as well. Off the drive. This looks good by Blake.
Yeah, he's going to really like that one there.
Still a little early, but he's got a look.
Dylan tends to lean on that Saki slammer there. I see quite a bit. He's really quite trusting in that disc. Oh no! Spit out there, maybe just a little too hard. Kind of hit the pole and popped right back out.
Yeah. Nice par from Chile. I think this birdie putt for Blake. I know, so in 2023, Blake will be finishing his final year of school. But then I think there's plans for him to actually take a gap year and head over to the US to play some tournaments. So that'll be quite exciting.
Yeah, that's great. We'd love to have him.
All right, now to our favorite hole, hole 15, par 3, 160 meter downhill, 520 feet. You've got some OB on the right-hand side. There's OB long of the basket too. Quite easy to get into a bit of trouble on this hole. Let's see how the boys go.
This hole's actually playing as the hardest hole on the course today at 0.48 over par.
Ooh.
Drew catching the one tree you need to beat, really. That's in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, I saw a few guys taking this hyzer flip line going down. Very touchy shot.
You're so right. It is just so touchy with how the OB comes into play on the right-hand side. If you flip it just a little bit too much, you're going to find yourself out of bounds on the right. Oh, but look at this, folks. Oh, that's the flip up you want right there.
I mean, and he's still like circle 2. Like,
yeah, he's going to find himself in circle 2, but
just how demanding this hole is.
That's like I told myself before the tournament that if I got to circle 2 on this hole, I was going to be very happy. Yeah. Like I would take that as a win.
Yeah, just a few layups here. What were you throwing off the tee on this, Nick?
I was throwing. Oh, nice!
Gee, run it in.
Oh, I love his excitement when he makes a putt. Well-deserved replay here, and just like a little anti-spinner.
Loves it.
We even got the cameraman in the back cheering. Love it.
That's one of
Shout
our
out Justice.
Yeah, Justice Hahlbeck. He's getting on the scene, filming some disc golf in Australia.
That's the energy we need from this card.
Now, there were only 3 birdies on the day. Chris Hill being one of them. Paul Phillips and Ryan Budge was the other one as well.
Glad we got to see one here.
Dill.
Just having some unfortunate putting woes today. It's uncharacteristic from what I've seen over the week. But I was throwing a fairway driver on this one, actually. How about yourself?
I was throwing a forehand with a Ballista Pro.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did not birdie it. So.
Your rating is one of the most valuable things you get with a membership. It takes your performance in sanctioned events, compares it to the rest of the field, and gives you an empirical number to show how well you played. Rain, shine, wind is all taken into account, leaving only one thing, your play. This gives you accurate numbers to track how well you've been doing and your overall improvement in the game. Get your number today. Visit pdga.com/join.
When the shots fire, my soul at ease, yeah. If it go down, I might cause a scene, yeah. Them scheme, them go to sleep, yeah. They don't wanna come war with me, yeah. Run, Ricky, run, run, Ricky, run. Run, Ricky, run, run, Ricky, run. Run, Ricky, run, run, Ricky, run.
Alright, hole 16. Lovely par 4 this one. 148 meters, 486 feet. Gotta try and get to the corner. And you've got a little bit of an uphill elevation to deal with. Just get to that basket. You don't want to go to the right hand side of this tee because that is trouble.
Chris, a little short, probably where he wanted to be, but still in a great spot.
Nice little reaction off the ground there.
Yeah, I think if that turnover would have been about 5 feet higher or so, he probably would have got over that brim or that like mound there and found himself even closer. Drew just playing a straight hyzer that gets a nice roll down the hill.
Yeah, should have a pretty easy up and down.
Blake also going with the backhand here. Nice and smooth.
Yeah, it's a good landing zone.
Were you just playing to the corner on this one, or were you trying to get around the corner?
No, I was just playing to the corner.
Yeah. Dylan there
Make the hole
pushing
easy.
it quite a ways, and
Yeah, look
he
at
makes it quite a ways, but unfortunately he's going to get stuck right behind that tree. Might have a little bit of weird footing.
Oh, this looks good.
Oh, what a shot. Inside the bullseye, it looks like.
This looks good too. We could be
Continue his birdie streak, hopefully.
could have a star frame coming up. We'll see. Oh, Drew just held that over a little bit, but he'd still be circle one. Oh, Dylan. Yeah, that's not what he wanted there. Just that stance got to him, hey?
Yeah. It was a tough patent pending there. I might have looked at the standstill sidearm, but you just never know. Got Drew here for his birdie from about 35 feet.
I might have done the old commentator's jinx there. Yeah,
You might have got him.
I might have got him. Great putt from Drew, though.
Getting him back to birdies. That puts him at 10 down on the round. What an incredible round so far. Not a lot of slowing down out of him.
Nice one from Blake too. Yeah, I think Chris and Blake both playing very well, but Drew just showing that that class and that experience and just putting a little bit of distance between the boys. Hole 17, par 3, 76 meters. This is an island hole, the outside edge of the asphalt driveway that you can see there. And there's a drop zone behind the basket. Lovely from Chris.
It's a great shot. I think that's the placement, is kind of just try to throw to those bushes. So if you're a little high, it catches them. And if you're a little low, it skips right up to them. Drew's going to find himself there as well.
Looks like we've got a bit of tailwind on this hole too. Oh, good little kick off the stump.
Dylan here. It's going to actually get through the plants there. Be our first to tap in.
I think he's feeling it a little bit there. That was a very quick putt for Dill.
Yeah, and
Good
sometimes
birdie.
you just got to change up your routine if, you know, you're not really in the right flow. Blake, unfortunately, a little short on his birdie attempt. Drew having to straddle around that tree.
Huge effort from young Blake, though. Yeah, getting on the lead card at the Aussie Champs and filmed by Gatekeeper. Can't thank you guys enough for coming down. It was awesome. Footage has been great.
We appreciate that. I mean, it's also, you guys also did a lot of things down there to, you know, help us get there. So if it wasn't for all of your efforts, we probably wouldn't be here. So you guys got to take a little credit as well.
All right, final hole. Par 4, 122 meters, 400 feet. It seems short, but there's a lot of elevation to deal with here. I think we're going to have a quick check-in with Luke Bain. Back to hole 10.
A great tee shot from him. I feel like if we keep seeing him on these chase card check-ins, we're going to be seeing him on the lead card tomorrow.
Oh, I remember that putt. That was absolute money.
Not quite the same energy as Chris, but still very much enjoying his long putts that he's making.
I don't think many have the same energy as Chris. We could all use some.
Just a little bit rubbed off on everybody. So
Nice
another
birdie on
from Luke
13.
here on, yeah. Here we are on hole 17. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Looked like overstable approach disc.
Making it look easy.
He sure is. Here we are, hole 18 for him. Great tee shot there, getting past the Mando and across the road.
Nice little gallery forming as well.
Oh, and there we are, inside the circle for his birdie.
Yeah.
That's going to put him at 8 under on the round and 17 overall for the event so far. Great start to the weekend.
Oh, now I was on the card with this. This is the most ridiculous shot you've ever seen. This thing is going so hard out of bounds.
Oh,
Check this.
What?
Look at that.
Look at the English on that rollback. You gotta love those. Oh,
Gotta love a bit of good luck on the disc golf course.
Yep.
It's always good.
We all need it because you always get some bad luck. I can promise you that throughout a round or even especially the weekend, you get a little bad luck.
Now, I reckon Drew's adjusted from his first round drive going OB. This looks quite far down there.
Yeah, it was hard to tell, but it looked much higher and looked like it was working further left faster.
Dylan doesn't like it, but he is safe before the
That's what
fence line
matters
OB.
there on the tee shot. So he made the Mando as well there.
Yeah. Chris just at the edge of the Mando.
And And this isn't the easiest shot if you don't get all the way up the hill there. You can see that he's hyzering out a little bit there. But what were you going to say?
Oh, it's a bit of a daunting backhand throw if you start to sail. It's going down that hill pretty quickly.
Yeah, you really need to push that OB on the top side if you're going to throw the backhand. So that way you're not like falling away down the hill.
I like that adjustment from Blake there, throwing the forehand instead of a backhand approach.
Drew was basically in jump putt range for his up. Dylan, unfortunately, just a little low there on that long putt, but the basket is quite a bit above his head when he gets down that far in circle 2.
Oh, Chris. 11 under for the round.
Closing the round out so strong there. Incredible to watch. Blake's going to finish on birdie as well.
7 down for the round, 16 total. Pretty strong head for a young 16-year-old. But Drew with a very strong-looking 12 down.
All right, and there we have it, folks. It's round 2 in the books. Drew at 23 under par, Chris at 20 under par, Blake at 16 under par, and Dylan at 9 under. Let's take a look at our leaderboard here. Got some familiar names there coming up to the top, but we've also got quite a few Australians out there. I'm looking forward to round 3. What do you think?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Luke Bain making the lead card, Blake staying on there, Chris only a couple of shots behind Drew, setting up for a good finish.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Go ahead and check out the 3rd round on Gatekeeper's page. As always, thanks for being here, Patty.
Thank you, mate. Pleasure to be here and watching some disc golf down under.
All right, we'll see you in the 3rd round, folks.